Okay, our third place finisher, our top Sunoco Rookie of the Year contender is Chase Elliott. And he drove the number 9 Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet for JR Motorsports. And Chase, you certainly had a good car out there tonight, contended for the win, finished top 3. Just talk about your run out there. It had a few issues. I know you had to battle back and so forth, but certainly you got to feel pretty good about the performance tonight.
Yeah, definitely not too bad. We kind of fired off the race there, really loose, and about wrecked half the field there, about lap 3, and I don't know if that damaged us from there on out, but we just fought a really loose race car the rest of the night, and we kept trying to make it a little better, and we took 2 on our first stop, and as we saw, took 2 rights, and yesterday in practice, the left sides were actually wearing worse than the rights, and then it got about the time, I guess, the 42 and the 54 caught us there from the lead. It started to get just really free, and we wore out the left rear and had about 200 laps on those tires before we got to put on 4. So kind of off a little bit on tire strategy, but I feel like it worked out, in a way from falling back there in the beginning to be able to get the lead and battle a little bit with those guys. They were still out of my league a little bit. I felt like we need to be a little better in a few aspects and just try to have a little better overall speed. So definitely notes taken for when we come back, and it's hard. I'm not disappointed by any means, but certainly room for improvement.
Questions for Chase Elliott? If you have one, raise your hand. Let's go here to Chris, and then we'll go to Mike.
Chris, MikeEntrance.com. Chase, what did you see in that final restart there between Ryan and Kyle?
I saw Kyle make a rare mistake on a restart. To me, it was just really hard to not spin your tires. Here, that's always been the case here on restarts every time I've been here, but for whatever reason, it was about 10 times as worse tonight than I've ever seen it. So it's just really hard to get going, and if you ever got the tires spinning, you could never get it back. And I think when he initially got on the gas, he got them spinning, and Ryan, he didn't spin his tires as bad. I think we all were spinning them, but he didn't spin them as bad, and he kind of gave him a chance to get back going, and he was still spinning them, and then at that point he kind of took off. So I didn't really see no harm, no foul, really, in my opinion. I thought it was just a restart that guy spun his tires, and the other guy capitalized.
Let's go to Mike in the back.
Mike Neff from FrontStretch.com. Chase, listen on your scanner, the restart about 32, 34 to go, something like that. I swear I heard your crew chief say there was 100% chance that there would be another caution, and you were talking about going. Were you actually planning your strategy at that point to make sure you restarted on the outside row if you could?
Yeah, kind of. It was hard to do. I think everybody was trying to do that because the outside was so much better, but it was hard to say. We were just debating. We were wearing our left rear really bad, and I wasn't sure whether or not to go and really wear it out more or try to save it a little while longer was really what I was debating on doing. So when we pitted there and put on 4 later on in the race, our left rear tire was about to the cord. So I knew we were wearing it really bad, and I wanted to make sure we had something left because I didn't see us come back down pit road before the end of the race.
Any other questions for Chase Elliott? Matt?
For PopularSpeed.com, 2 questions. The first one is, I know you haven't had a lot of championship battle experience, and I know you like to take things one race at a time, but do you think that it's easier to race against a teammate for a championship than someone from another organization?
I don't necessarily think it really makes much of a difference, honestly. I mean, I think everybody is in pretty equal equipment and when it comes down to it. So, I mean, certainly Regan and I have the same stuff each week, but, at the same time, I think a lot of other guys are on that same level, and they're driving those same caliber of cars. So I don't really think it's much different. I don't look at it that way, at least.
Chase has a 13-point lead over Regan Smith right now, coming out of tonight's race. Any other questions for Chase? Chase certainly put on a good show out there tonight. Congratulations on a solid performance, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.